Okay, so moving along. That other one was short. It was what it was. Again, eventually, when I plug this into my PC, I'll figure out how to do what you guys do. Make magic. Right now, I don't know how to make magic. I'm just gonna make the video. So moving along, I was discussing with the youngsters, the teenagers, the teeny boppers, and some of you who are a little bit older. My whole thought is to like kind of sort of really give my kids a perspective of not going backwards. Sometimes you do go backwards in life, but if I can get a jump on them not going backwards, you know, like going to school after 25, going to school after 30 something. Sometimes you do have to go back to get some more degrees, but what I'm trying to get my kids to do is to finish it out before 25, because it's like all that partying you wanted to do, you're now older, you probably have a little more insight on partying. Partying is not always what it's cracked up to be, because now you just don't even know who you're really partying with. Just saying. Okay, so the next one was like going to high school for higher learning or just sitting on welfare. Okay, so here's the situation with that. You don't even know if it's going to be welfare left around to sit on. So I was telling my oldest daughter, I said, if you stay in school and do the trade, the dual enrollment thing that they have at their school, I told her she could come out and she would probably be able to get into the workforce or do an EMT, get an EMT position. So it's like a lot of kids are missing their marks because nobody's showing them that, oh, it's just not about high school and then fast food, you know. Then it's like some kids aren't doing the college thing. So it's like, if you're not doing the college thing, what are you going to do? So get your focus before you get out of high school. Okay, this is my perspective. Just saying, we were taught to go to college, get the higher education. A lot of us in our families go, oh my God, she's going to college. This is the first in our family. We make a big deal. But I think we're missing a really big picture of screaming about our kids going to college. It's a rite of passage. It has a lot of good opportunities. That's if you actually grab them. Much like high school has good opportunities. If you're not grabbing them, it's just like another day. It is. Ooh, that was so rude. Sorry. Okay. What I'm saying really is based about, you guys are going to go to college, sign up for all that good old debt, and you're, again, much like out of high school, chasing a job that a whole bunch of other people are chasing. Nobody sees that. Okay? Alright, just saying. So now you're in school, college that is. You're in college, you're done college, you've got your degrees, and now we're looking for a job. That sounds like you just got out of high school and you're looking for a job. The same handful of people who went to college, who are now out, are looking for the job. Guess what? I've met a few teachers who's been in school, and they were like, I just moved back in with my parents because rent is really expensive, and so was my car insurance. So it's like, she was 23. It's like, okay, we sent her to school, not me personally, just saying. She went to school, she got her degrees, she got the job, but she can't really afford her living, so she had to go back home. So my thing is, why are we pushing for our kids to get into debts? And it's like, okay, yeah, you could come back home because you went to college. If your kid left, your kid should have been well prepared, is what I'm saying. So it's so hard to get that balance in, whereas though you've got your kid in college, you're excited, but then now your kid's got debt. My oldest son, he took the trade route. He's going into welding, underwater welding. That's where I'm thinking we're going to end up at. He's finishing off his classes as we speak. He got a job straight out of high school. Thumbs up for him. My thing is, for him to get there, it wasn't just like some easy street. I literally had to fight the school. I really had to jump through hoops, and it's not easy, but you have to put your foot in somewhere. Now look at this. My son is out of school, high school. He has a job. He's going back to school to finish, like I said, he's going to go back to school to finish his degrees. Here's the kicker. He can support himself. He can get his own car. He can pay his own insurance. These are things he can do for himself. And even though he's going to school, he's got all that. You see what I'm saying? When he's done, he's going to have a job, because these places are placing our children. For some of you who need this, it places your kid. Now, I did tell him he should take the 2-year languages in case he decided he wanted to go into college. I said, you just never know how the world turns. And sorry. How, you'll end up. But you could actually end up in college if that's something you want. So his path took him this way. Here's the thing. I was on the phone with one of the counselors at school, and she goes, ooh, my daughter went to college back home. The other one is trying to make it work out in her field. The problem is they both got $80,000 worth of debt. So it's like, she was like, wow, your son's really going to come out really great, really good. He's not going to have no debt. We as parents need to see that there's different options. Don't wait till it's too late and you're still paying for the option. Get with your school. Dig in their asses. Sorry. You as a kid, teenager, high schooler, you need to understand where you want to go. They have lots of different things available for our children, and it depends on your state. Like I said, I'm going to do different states, different schools, different little areas, and hopefully either discuss them or have them written down in my comment section so that you guys, whatever state you're in, can understand, okay, they do have this program, what she's talking about. But you kids have got to take a little bit more control of your situation. And I don't mean trying to cuss out your mom and dad, trying to cuss out your grandmom and try to tell them. I ain't saying that. I'm saying with the school officials, and I'm saying with respect. Okay? Show them. When everybody starts school, everybody's passing with A's. That's your best time to get into these programs. And let me tell y'all kids something. If you know you're not the best student, everybody a little different. No matter what your struggle is, get with the teacher and what you know. Like, if you know you're not good at math, get with your math teacher. You know you're not good with language arts, get with that teacher and say, I need extra credit work, because for whatever reason, if later down the line I'm under, I need this extra credit work to keep me above. Oh, I just thought of something else that just ticked me off. Them EOCs, end of the school year test. I ain't got time. Let me tell y'all how. Yes, I am about to rant for 2 minutes on another subject. My son's GPA was a half a point. I gotta get it. Below a scholarship where he's going to school, where he could have had it paid for. Pay attention, y'all, because I know I can't be the only parent with this problem, with this thought, with this, ooh, okay? If your kid has been passing school the whole time, okay, from beginning to the end, the midterm, and then here we go with these EOCs, the end of the year test, or whatever they call them, y'all know what I'm talking about, and your kid tanked that test, okay, it brings their GPA down, okay, hear me, just saying, if your kid was just getting by and took that test, it drops them even more. I'm just saying, I know Congress and them was trying to be, supposed to have been passing something. I had looked into it, but she gonna look into it, because I still got my kids in school, only one out. My problem is, if your kid was doing well and is coming out, like my son came out of school, and because his GPA, oopsie, and because his GPA was lower by a few margins, he couldn't get the scholarships. You parents better wake the heck up, because there's scholarships out there for your kids, and your kids who are dual enrolled. Your kids going to be missing out on the scholarships based on that test dropping your kid's score. Okay? They put it in there where it's worth 20% of their grade, as if it's been there all the time. It was finals for us. We took finals in school. Now they got finals and this test. Yeah, she had to rant for them 2 minutes. Y'all better pay attention, parents. Y'all better pay attention, students. That's my family upstairs. Let me take this, you guys.